Masao Morinaka was born on July 10, 1963, in Nagoya, Japan. Growing up in a city that has a rich tradition in sports, Morinaka developed an early interest in baseball. His father, a former amateur baseball player, nurtured his passion for the sport, encouraging him to pursue it seriously. From a young age, Morinaka displayed a strong affinity for pitching, showing a natural aptitude for throwing the ball with velocity and precision. His early years were spent practicing at local parks and joining school teams, where he quickly gained attention for his raw talent. Attending Meiji University, Morinaka's baseball career began to take shape. At Meiji, he became known for his impressive arm strength, earning a reputation as one of the top pitching prospects in the university league. His performances at the university level quickly garnered the attention of professional scouts, who recognized his potential to make an impact in Japan's Nippon Professional Baseball (NPB). The combination of Morinaka's hard fastball and growing command over his pitches made him a sought-after player. Professional debut and early years. In 1985, Masao Morinaka's dreams of playing professional baseball came true when he was selected by the Chunichi Dragons as their first-round draft pick. This marked the beginning of his journey in the NPB. Morinaka's debut season was filled with challenges as he adjusted to the competitive nature of professional baseball. His early years with the Dragons were characterized by inconsistency as he adapted to the higher level of competition. Despite this, his talent and raw ability were evident, and over time, he began to refine his skills. During his early seasons, Morinaka showed flashes of brilliance, often overpowering hitters with his fastball and breaking pitches. However, he was also prone to bouts of wildness and struggled with command, which limited his success in the early stages of his career. His determination and ability to stay focused on improving his craft paid off, and by his third year in the league, he began to show more consistency on the mound. The Dragons' coaching staff worked closely with Morinaka to help him develop a more controlled pitching style, focusing on improving his control and command of the strike zone. Career peak and main achievements. By the late 1980s and early 1990s, Masao Morinaka began to reach the peak of his career. His ability to pitch deep into games and control his pitches made him a key player for the Chunichi Dragons. Morinaka's fastball, which had become a dominant weapon, was complemented by a sharp curveball and a devastating slider. His consistent pitching and strong performances on the mound earned him the reputation of a workhorse who could be relied upon to deliver in critical situations. A 1991-1995 rise to stardom. In 1991, Masao Morinaka reached a major milestone in his career, finishing the season with an impressive 14-6 record and an ERA under 3.0. This was the first of several standout seasons that saw Morinaka emerge as one of the premier pitchers in the NPB. His ability to dominate batters and maintain control over the game made him one of the most feared pitchers in the league during the early 1990s. In 1992, Morinaka had arguably his best season, earning a spot in the prestigious All-Star Game and finishing with a career-high 17 wins. His performance that season helped the Dragons make a deep run in the Pacific League, and Morinaka's consistency on the mound earned him numerous accolades, including the Best 9 award, given to the best pitcher in the league. Over the next few years, Morinaka continued to build on his success, maintaining a reputation for his durability and his ability to pitch in high-pressure situations. By the mid-1990s, he was consistently one of the league's top pitchers, earning All-Star honors year after year. 1994-1996, key achievements and All-Star selections. During the mid-1990s, Morinaka's dominance continued. In 1994, he led the league in strikeouts, a testament to his ability to overpower hitters. His high strikeout numbers, combined with his effectiveness in inducing ground balls and limiting walks, made him one of the most well-rounded pitchers in the league. Morinaka's performance that year was instrumental in securing the Dragons' spot in the playoffs, where he once again proved his value as a big-game pitcher. In 1995, he was again selected for the NPB All-Star Game, further cementing his status as one of Japan's elite pitchers. Morinaka's ability to perform consistently throughout the season, combined with his dominance in the postseason, made him a key figure in the NPB. His skill and leadership on the mound were instrumental in the success of the Chunichi Dragons during this period, and he became one of the faces of the franchise. 1996-1999, continued excellence and leadership. By the late 1990s, Morinaka had established himself as the ace of the Chunichi Dragons pitching staff. His reputation as one of the top pitchers in the league only continued to grow, as he continued to maintain a high level of consistency and effectiveness on the mound. From 1996 to 1999, Morinaka remained one of the most dominant pitchers in Japan, consistently finishing seasons with strong win-loss records and low ERA totals. His leadership on the mound was a key factor in the Dragons' success during this era, and he played a central role in several playoff appearances. In 1999, Morinaka recorded his 100th career win, a milestone that highlighted his longevity and success in the league. At this point in his career, he had become a fixture in the Dragons' starting rotation, and his consistent performances were crucial to the team's success. Final years and retirement. As Masao Morinaka entered the early 2000s, he began to face the inevitable challenges that come with age and wear on a pitcher's arm. Despite a few lingering injuries and the general wear and tear of a long career, Morinaka remained a respected member of the Chunichi Dragons pitching staff. However, by the early 2000s, his performance began to decline as his fastball lost some of its former velocity, and his control became less reliable. 2000-2004, declining performance but steady leadership. Morinaka continued to pitch for the Chunichi Dragons throughout the early 2000s, though his best years were behind him. His ERA rose during this period, and his ability to go deep into games diminished. Despite these struggles, Morinaka remained a valuable leader in the clubhouse, mentoring younger pitchers and providing guidance to his teammates. He became a role model for the next generation of pitchers, sharing his knowledge and experience with the younger members of the Dragons. His 2003 season marked the end of an era, as he announced that it would be his final season with the Dragons. While his final years were not marked by the same level of dominance that characterized his prime, Morinaka's contributions to the Dragons were still significant, and his legacy as one of the league's most respected pitchers remained intact. Retirement and legacy. Masao Morinaka officially retired from professional baseball after the 2004 season, ending a career that spanned nearly 2 decades. His retirement was met with widespread praise, as fans, teammates, and opponents alike recognized the impact he had on the game. During his time with the Chunichi Dragons, Morinaka became one of the most beloved figures in the franchise's history. Remembered for his leadership, consistency, and his ability to perform under pressure. After retiring, Morinaka remained involved in the world of baseball, often appearing in events and continuing his connection with the Dragons. He also became involved in coaching and mentoring young pitchers, passing on the knowledge he had accumulated over his long career. Legacy and impact. Masao Morinaka's legacy is defined by his consistency, leadership, and ability to perform in critical moments. He is remembered as one of the premier pitchers of his generation, a key figure in the history of the Chunichi Dragons and a respected player in the Nippon Professional Baseball League. With over 100 career wins, numerous all-star selections, and a reputation as a big-game pitcher, Morinaka's impact on the game in Japan remains undeniable. His career served as a blueprint for young pitchers, and his dedication to the sport has left an indelible mark on the world of baseball.